Good morning. I think it's past noon. I don't know. You can tell that I just um, get out. I've been up since morning, but I didn't get up until noon. I got up at noon and bathed. I didn't shower. I took my spiritual bath. Depending on how I feel, sometimes I shower before the bath, and sometimes I just take the spiritual bath. It's a full bucket of water, plenty of water. So it's about a good 30 minutes of bath. Yes. But it's mixed with a lot of leaves, different leaves. It mixed with a different order of, it has comfort, it has many other different things. Sometimes I even, you put the solution, you put the leaves, you put the, what you call, in that powder, you put on grain, or raisin, whatever, how they call it. Because sometimes you have the mouth ball. I grate it, make it powder out of it. This time, I for the first time I find it in liquid, so I took it in liquid. So it's good. People think they can destroy people with witchcraft. I bring to you today. You don't die until you give up your ghost. Do you hear me? And I'm talking to victims, not attackers, not offenders. Because offenders, when you get hit, it's nothing, nobody hates you. It's God's hand on you. And what you have said come back to you. You understand? You understand. Because if you're doing all the shit you're doing, you understand the differences. You might have a lot of audacity trying to fight it, but you know it's your own energy. Because when my own energy comes, I know it. That's why sometimes when you stay somewhere by yourself, you are used to your energy, so you know what it feels like. It's your own energy. So when you send out and then it comes back, you should understand that it's your own energy coming back to you. So stop fighting it. Let go. Give up the ghost. All right. So with good spiritual bath, you can conquer witchcraft, however they call it. So many things you can use. Now it depends. It depends on what you've been hit by. You can be hit by powder. Yeah, sometimes they use the oil. Sometimes they actually use the animal itself. Because I remember one time I visited my ex-husband. Remember, he never really lived with me. So he's always in Fort Lauderdale, and I might be in Virginia, I might be in Massachusetts, so I might be different places, but he's always in Fort Lauderdale because the lady that he was with before I met him, he never left her. All right. So I visited him one day, and there was a big lizard in his living area. So I took a picture of it. I don't know if I can find it because he always take my old phones only to contact everyone in my contact, not to talk to me, say that I'm dangerous and blah blah blah. That's a crazy man. Father God, I'm sorry, but this is crazy. Sorry, please forgive me. That one I could not hold. I have to hold. How come, man? You're married to someone. Every time she changed phone, you always want the old one, and then you're contacting her friends, anyone in her contact, to say that she's dangerous, she's this and that, and this lady is a peaceful, the best woman you ever met in your life. You can't meet, you cannot, you can't even compare. So, a big iguana. That's what I'm saying. That's why I take that as an example when I say that they can use the animal themselves. Because sometimes they can send the animal bite you, the animal poison your things in your area for different things, depending on what. Okay, I have to be careful not to say everything, okay? Because I don't want the teaching that I do people go use it for bad, because I am here for the good side of what people do to harm people for me to help them reverse it. Okay? This is why I always say I'm here for the victim, not for the offender. And trust me, when I come to you with a word, with words that can help heal, and trust me, coming out of my mouth, it will not work for the offender. All right, so let's say you laying down at night and somebody thinks they are scary enough to keep you from sleeping. Now, what are you seeing? What sound are you hearing? It's different things, okay? So now let's say they're using shadow to scare you off and not sleep. Why would you be scared of shadow? Don't you see your own shadow? Sometimes you walking on the street and then you sometimes you walk over your own shadow. Remember? So you have shadows. Everybody have shadows. So why would you be worried or scared of shadows? No, attack it. Now you can act crazy. Honey, I see your shadow. I will act crazy. I'll take broom. I'll hit the wall with the broom. I'll do anything. I'll take the knife or a pick. Show you what's up. What are you doing here? You entered the wrong home. Sometimes I don't do it. I just, because I'm not afraid of it, I just look at them and let them be. But I would put these two fingers like this. I'll be like, I see you. You entered the wrong home. I render you powerless, weak and powerless. You cannot harm nobody here. So now, once I already say this, I don't care if you're present or not, so I'll just let you be. But if you are afraid of it, then show them that you're not scared, show them that you can attack them. Say I'm serious, okay? Now I'm talking from experience. But me, since I was little, I was never afraid of animals. I was never afraid of anything. So that's why God used me for certain things, because He built me for it, and I don't mind. I will still ask God. I continue to ask God, let me be the last one they do this to. Let me be the last one. When you pray like this, God will use you for His good. Or be prepared, you will suffer. Those who attack me, you know what you send towards me, so you know you will suffer. But you have to prepare your mindset that you know God gonna be using you, because you offered yourself to God for His glory. I don't mind the suffering like this, because I had offered myself to God. Father God, let me be the last one that they did this to. Let me be the last one. And I stand in the gap for all the others. When I mean others, I mean other victims, those who've been victim with witchcraft for no reason. I stand in the gap for the innocents. So yes, God gonna love you, honey, and God will use you. And prepare yourself. You will suffer. Now, if you vow yourself like this to God, and then when you start to suffer, then you can contact me. I will be there to support and help you live. Remember, when you contact me, I will know the real reason why you contact me. So don't contact me with lies, because I will. I have many different ways to detect lies. My eyelashes will tell me you're lying. A fresh breeze will pass, and I will know. And there are other, right when you say it, it doesn't take time. So don't be lying to me and waste my time, because if you waste my time, I will send it back to you. So for you, because you waste my time, I'll make you suffer for wasting my time. So when you vow yourself to God, for God to use you to help innocent people, I will be there. If you are under the sound of my voice, and you offer yourself to God for use to help innocent people, I will be present. I will be there to help you go through. Although I didn't have no one to help me, because what I went through, no one else had ever been through it. That's why I didn't have no one to help me. So I fought alone. But I don't mind to help somebody working with God to overcome what they're gonna go through. Because when you are working with God, honey, you suffer. You go through stuff. All right. Again, you can just put K, the letter K, in the comment. Or also you can also email. I'll put an email on my, because now that I offer help for those who vow to assist God, to work one on one with God, helping victims, helping innocents. From my experience over the years of fighting witchcraft, it come to me like this: 99.999999999 infinity nine people who've been hit by witchcraft are innocent. Because if I myself was victim, it tells me that the others are innocent. Because I've never disrespected those who attack me. Never. I've never looked at my mother in the eyes and say anything wrong. Never. Until last year. Oh, last year I called her salopy. Oh, last year. Because I'm sitting in the living room and then zombies are coming to me, towards me. And once I have an attack, I know where it's from, I know what it is, and I know where it's from. I already knew it was my mother. And because my mother and my sister Claire would come overnight checking on me. My children would be watching her, looking at me sitting on the chair. I would fall asleep, light sleep, because I always sleep studying from midnight all the way to noon. So it's like a 12 to 14 hours prayer. That's how I am. My mom would come at night while I'm fall asleep like this, and then I wake up, I open my eyes, and I would see my mom looking at me like this. You know, she's old. She's old. She's 70 something. She's 71. She'll be looking at me like this, and then her arms behind her. She look at me like a lugau. A lugau. I think they use that in English too. A lugau is even worse than a sorcerer. This is some people who actually use booms to fly to people's places. Okay. Then I open my eyes. My 29-year-old have a habit using his foot and just kick my foot, because my foot would be both my feet would be close to his feet when he's sleeping. Because I sit on the chair, I don't lay down, because I know I'm gonna spend the night awake praying, so I don't lay down. Listen, my son would kick my mom. Ma, wake up, because he saw grandma looking at me. What is she looking for? She's looking to see if she's gonna see my chest rising. Because if there is no chest rising, therefore I am dead. I opened my eyes, but he didn't really need to kick my foot, okay? Always my right foot, kicking my right foot. He didn't have to do it, because once she approached me, I already feel the presence. When I open my eyes, then she'll be like, Ninid, you don't sleep. Ninid, why you don't sleep, Ninid? She's showing care, but no, she's checking to see if what they did the overnight before they sleep. She's checking to see if it worked. She doesn't know I know what's going on. Because at 6 o'clock in the morning, every 6 o'clock in the morning, every day, without missing one, my name would be called Ninid. That's my nickname at home. They say the Ninid loud enough, but they don't say the prayer, because before the prayer they will be reading a lot of psalm. They read a lot of psalm. They read a lot of psalm. Nini, come pray with us. Do you know what that means when somebody is praying against you and they asking you to come and participate? It's like you are giving yourself away. I give myself away. Like they think I am a child, meaning like up here. I look at both of them. Come pray with you. I'm like, no intuition of mine tells me that I to pray with you guys. I'll tell you straight up because I go by my intuition. Then my mom would be like, you don't need, we will help you with the fasting and things like that. Oh, I'm like, Mom, you're the one telling me not to push away the spirits. I see spirits in here, I'm pushing them away. You tell me not to push them because you need them. If you didn't need them, why would you tell me not to push them away? So therefore, why would you want to pray with me? Why you want me in your orbit when you pray? They didn't have no answer. Now, one day I asked, you actually listen. There are ways to see everything. I'm not gonna cover that now, okay? But I will share it another time. But there are ways to see everything. But if you are born with the gift, it's better. I would sit in the living room and I'd be like, oh, this is like X-ray vision. You see everything that's coming on the wall. You see everything that's in the air, like moving. I'm like, what the fudge? I'm like, what do you keep all these spirits? Where do you keep the soul? Because you would be closing your eyes and then you just jump off sleep and something just strike you in the throat. Now this is not spirit. This is the actual soul of a dead individual. You know how when they zombify the people in Haiti, they do that a lot. There is a process that they go to zombify the person. This is another crime. Besides killing the person's been buried, and then you go at night after the burial, and then you lift the person up, and then because the person was not dead. There is a video on a Discovery Channel, and I believe it's also on History Channel. It's also on Geography Channel, that they talk about the fufu fish. The fufu fish, you know, if you watch Shark Tale, that fufu fish is Mr. Sites, something like that. I don't remember the name, but it's Mr. Sites. That's that fish. Coca fish. Listen, I will have to ask my children. They good with animals. They remember them. I'm better in chemistry than geography, not geography, than biology. Okay, so they use that fish in Haiti. They use it. They make a powder out of that coca fish. That powder, then they use it. They on alive people. What it does, it's a poison. The poison that is in that fish, they use it. So they poison the people. It's like they go to sleep for a certain amount of time. And then guess what? That certain amount of time, they have to go and raise the body before they suffocate for real. So now the person doesn't die. The person just go to sleep with the poison. Now, when they go and raise that body overnight, I believe they have to raise the body within 24 hours, from what I have heard. So when they raise the person, now whoever go to pick up the body needs to be a what they call garçon vaillant. A garçon vaillant is someone that is very strong in spirituality, someone who is like you would say someone who can. Someone who actually, I'm looking for the right word in English. It would have to be a priest. But there is a different priest in my country. In my country, you have the priest that is in the church, the Catholic Church, and you have a priest that they call priest savant. The savant priest actually works in the cemetery. Isn't that funny? The servant priest who works in the cemetery, it does certain ceremony for you if you want. If you have a family member that died and you want to lay them to rest, because sometimes when they raise your body so you don't go to rest, they're gonna use you in a garden, they're gonna use you in field, make you work. Oh my God, this is another crime over another crime, because that's a big process. All right. So I give a little bit of it to help understand what I say prior and what I'm about to say. So when they use the animal itself, let's take flies for instance. You see flies? When you see a fly in your house, don't let it go. Kill it. Anytime you see fly in your house, even if it's just one, not to mention many, if it's one, don't let it go. Kill it. Flies are used for spies. Not only for spies, flies are used to kill. A fly. How does it kill? It comes with a poison and it lays on your food and then it poisons your food. You eat it, you don't know. You would just do like this. Some people just push it away and then they eat the food. If a fly lay on your food, then you know you have persecution, throw it away. That fly comes with some poison and it just lay on the food and then the food is got the poison. And then you eat it. And if you're not praying like I do, from midnight to 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, and do it every day like this, don't eat the food. Throw it away. But there are ways you can bless that food. But if you don't know, you don't have the knowledge, throw it away. And make sure you kill that fly. The reason why you kill the fly, it's to make sure you know that the fly is dead, therefore he will not be able to report back to the enemy that sent it. This is so funny, but these are real shit. The flies are spies. Cockroaches, spies. You see a cockroaches inside your house at night, and it's the big ones, the ones that you see in the soil outside. Kill it all. Kill it. Don't let it go. They're gonna report back. Kill them. Especially when your place is clean and there is no need to have a fly. There is no need to have a cockroach. Kill it. It's a spy. Or they come with poison to put on your water, to put on your whatever you have on your stove, whatever, yes, kill it. So now that's how they use the actual animal. You understand? Roger Blocks, I love you so much. Listen to this. Okay, I hear you. Joshua, hello back. Miss Amol, good afternoon. All right, where was I? When they use the animal like this, people don't really pay attention to that. The animal just come in and then they do whatever they want into your house and then they go. A lizard, like the one that I saw in my ex-husband's house, that was not a real animal. It was big. I believe my ex-husband killed it. It was huge. I've never seen a lizard so big. What they feed it, I don't know, but it was huge. Um, there is a lot under this blue sky, a lot. When you sleep, you wake up and you see shadows. Don't be afraid. Go to Psalm 91. Psalm 91. People don't do witchcraft to harm others because it comes back. If you end up to somebody that is like me, oh, it comes back. Because when I send back tenfold. You hear people say sevenfold. I don't go with sevenfold because it's what you ask. I ask for tenfold and then I multiply it. I multiply it twice. Pay attention. I send back, I return tenfold, multiply that tenfold by the number of people involved, and then multiply that result by number of people present. People present will be the ones that are there, don't even know why the thing is happening. They're gonna be victim too because they are present. So don't do witchcraft to others. I don't care who you are, what you are, your title. Jesus loves, and I am witness. I am witness, and I am proof that Jesus answer prayers of all who call on Him with truth, in truth, with truth, and in truth. All right, I'm out here. I'm watching for something, but I'm also doing that video because it came to my mind. I don't know, maybe the bath that I just took, it cleanse impurity, but there is a color that might remain on the actual skin, and it will come off with serum. It will come off with certain bar soaps and things like that. Don't worry about these things, okay? I do not worry about these things because all I care about is my heart, my soul, and my spirit. Ooh, my peace. I don't negotiate my peace. All right, so with certain herbs, there is something called Kadav Gate. Kadav Gate, remember I said you must be the victim because you don't want to do things again that's going to come back to you, like doubling what had come back to you. Don't do it. There is a wood, it's a piece of wood. It's called cadav. Cadav is, if you say cadav in English, I believe you say cadaver. Cadaver. But gate means spoil. Gate, spoil. So that piece of wood, you can always hold it under your tongue or you keep it on the side of your mouth. You buy it. It's expensive. It costs money. But I know many people on this line are billionaires. They can afford it. Because it's not gonna be $100. You go to the botanical stores, you ask for cadav gate. The cadav gate, you're gonna have to, it's very hard to cut. Watch out so you don't get caught with the knife or the wood itself. You cut it with you take a knife and then you cut a little piece of it. Make sure you kind of clean the side so it doesn't cut your inside of your mouth. You put it inside your mouth. Either you put it on the side of your mouth, right? On the side, or you can put it right there on the here, or you can hold it under the tongue. But I wouldn't do under the tongue because it can cut your mucous membrane. Don't do that. So put it on your tongue in a way where you talk and then people don't have to see it. Now, whoever wanna kill you would have to die first. While you keep the cadavgate in your mouth, or you can chew on it, and you can also keep doing your what you're supposed to do, like for example, the tea. There you have the oraison chien. Oraison chien, it's a tree. It has the you can use the leaves, you can use the stems, you can use the root. You boil that and you drink. If you have a baby, you boil that leaves and you bathe that baby with it. That baby, this is like you just give that baby a protection for life. No witchcraft can touch that baby. The name is Horizon. Horizon. Let me. Some places you go, they're gonna write it down as horizon with the H, that word. But some places, depending on the education of the people, I'm just telling the truth. Don't come and try to send witchcraft because I'm telling the truth. Depending on the education of the people, because the person at the writing the name or labeling the stuff sometimes didn't go to a level of schooling, so they don't know how to write the word. So now you might find it spelled like this: Orezon. So they just spell it like this. But I believe the name is actually horizon or horizon. I hope I explain it well enough or people were able to understand what I'm saying. There is no question now, the nation that does this and that, because I remember there was a time they once they talk about a witchcraft, they will say Haitian, or they will say Jamaican, or they will say African. There is none that. Oh, white people. Oh, 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 oh. That's how bad I was shocked when I noticed white people doing witchcraft like this. White people would hate you with mostly chemical. They'll hate you with chemical witchcraft. So this is why they say anything that they use to lay on the ground or for you to step or cross has a base chemical in it. Most likely you're gonna find what they call formol. Formol is how they call it in Haiti, but in here they in the lab they call it formaldehyde. If you say formaldehyde, they don't understand it because sometimes the person in the store might not have been to school in the United States. So now you're gonna say formol, F-O with an accent, the accent that goes like this, for, and then M-O, the same accent, and then the L. Or you might write it down like this for them. Do you have formal? Formal. Oh yes, we have formal. Oh no, we don't have formal. When you might have it. Okay, we receive shipment this that day, and then you go back for it. But the name is formal. In the lab here when I work in oncology lab, they call it formal, and they use it to embalm the body. Like if you're gonna mummify. Like when I have a husband and that husband dies, honey, that I don't want the body to go to waste. I'm gonna mummify that husband. Trust me. I'm gonna mummify him and then I'm gonna put him in a glass. Yeah, that individual love glass. I'll put him in a glass, dress him up in blue, a beautiful royal blue, a little bit lighter. Yes. And then yeah, blue is my favorite color. And he'll be in a room by himself with different things, his pictures with different age, and then I would go and visit him every day. Every day I'll be going inside that room and sit, look at him. But I don't want to adore, but it's just gonna like doing it in remembrance, because I spent a lifetime. No one loved me, but he's the only one who confessed love for me. So just for that. All right. So listen, when you have animals that enters your home, don't let them go. Kill them. Kill them. Ant. Ant come and bite you. How dare you? Why you come and bite me? What do you carry in your saliva? Why you come and bite me? Kill it. Centipedes. When I was a centipede bite my mom while she was sleeping. My mom could not get up. At that time, she lay down in front of her bed. She opened her spread sheet and she laid that on the floor right in front of her bed. I don't know why she did not get on the bed, but she opened her sheet and she slept there. One night, a centipede, not house centipede, that we're talking about, the centipede, the real one, the one with the beautiful orange color, bit her. She couldn't get up. I approached, I asked Mom, what's wrong? And she said, it looks like a centipede bit her, and that side is hurt because what happened, they bite you and then they release their saliva. It's poisonous. So I prayed for her. So listen, can you see, since I was 6 years old, I prayed for my mom and my mom was better already. 6 years old. The headache went away, and right after, and she got up. When she got up, and she said, "Thank you, petite moi, merci petite moi. Thank you, my child." She got sick later, but my boy got her to get up. They use the animal itself. So I give many different examples of how they use the animal. Guess what the animal was? The owner of the house that we rented from turned into that centipede and come and bite my mom. Because after the biting, you couldn't see that animal no more. You couldn't see the pest. It just bit and then disappeared. When my mom got sick, my mom spent days not well. My mom sick and got in bed. Now she laid in her bed now. She got on her bed and she could not move. And then all of us, we children, praying for her, we praying for her, we praying for her. That landlord had a room that was right across our living room that had a barrel full of water. And how do you know? You need God's eyes to see. Because the same way I was able to tell what was in the barrel, my mom was able to tell too. I didn't know until I got very big. I think my mom told me that 2 years ago, that we talk about what was inside that room. Okay, my mom was like, "Oh, you knew what was in there?" I said, "Yes, it was a lot of heads." A lot of heads. So whatever he killed, then he got the heads. How does he got the heads? We don't know. And then he put them in the water. Okay, so while my mom is sick, the landlord would come and open that door. In that room door never opened. It opened it only when my mom got sick. So why is the purpose? What it looks like it relates to the sickness and how the soul got into that barrel. If you follow. Excuse me. Excuse me. One day, my mom lay in the bed, and then we were praying for my mom. All of a sudden, that's the day that she was supposed to die, okay? But God is gonna do a miracle that day. All of a sudden, we heard my mom. She sneezed. was bigger than that. When she sneezed, and then people look up, not just me. After looking up, we heard the wife of the landlord. There was a wall that we share a wall, and then there was a door in that on that wall. We heard the wife. uh, you hear like she punched the husband, like getting her attention. George, George, stop it! You can stop it. George, stop it! And the judge was like, "What?" And then she said, "The lady is awake. The lady is awake. Stop it." What did you think she? What do you think she was asking the husband to stop? You know that thing that you clean the baby bottle with a sponge. I don't remember the name. They clean baby bottle with it. He had a bottle, and then with the bottle, he had something in his hand. He was, you know, doing this with it, and you could hear it from our side. And then the wife told them to stop it because my mom sneezed, therefore my mom is awake, she's alive. When the husband said, "What is it?" Do you know what happened with the bottle? They were pulling the soul of my mom into the bottle. This is calling on the soul of an individual into the battle. This is why when you do in welfare prayer, you call in back on your soul, you say your name loud as you can. Call your name and you ask, break the battle, break the coffin, run. You call in yourself and you ask yourself, wherever you are, in case if they put you in the battle, so you ask yourself to break the battle. If they put you in the coffin, you ask yourself to break the coffin and then bust the door and run. This is some serious shit, I'm telling you, and these are real. If you walk on somebody and then you talk about witchcraft with them and they tell you they don't believe it, don't talk to that person ever again because the person is a witch. I'm gonna end this because I need to pay attention to something. I will come back another time with the same topic, but it will be a part two later. This is tight.